All right, welcome. I see that we're live now, and so if we have a little bit of a hiccup, we're just trying some new settings. So I just want to give you a quick update on where we're at as a church. Last Sunday I told you that the board would be meeting to make a decision on public gatherings, and so what I want to say is we're going to be ready to welcome you back to church in just a couple of weeks. June 7th is the date that we've decided. I know the president came out and said that churches are essential, and while we agree that churches are essential, we're taking our time with this. All right, so be ready to come back to church in just a few short weeks. June 7th, so 2 more weeks online, and then when you feel safe to come back, you can come back after that. We will continue to stream our services online on YouTube, so if you don't feel like you can come back right away, that's okay. We understand that. Just want to kind of give you a look here. You see that we're in the entryway to the church. This is going to be where you enter just like normal. We are not going to have the back part of the church opened up at all. The only place you can be is in the entryway and then in the sanctuary area. The doors are going to be propped open so you don't have to touch anything coming in. We're not going to have a bunch of handouts for you. We want to minimize the surfaces that you need to touch while you're here. So be aware of that. Before even that begins, we want to make sure that you please understand that if you have any kind of sickness going on, we want to encourage you to stay home. I understand that not every little cough, every little sneeze is connected with the coronavirus, but we want to make sure that we do everything that we can to make sure that the church and the people of the church stay healthy. And so if you have any kind of sickness, we're going to ask that you stay home. All right. While you're here, masks are going to be required while you're in the sanctuary, except for those who are participating up on the platform. We'll have our masks off while we're on the platform. When we come down, we'll put masks on. All right. So be aware of that. That we will have that. The ladders won't be there. That's for extra lighting that we've used while we've been doing only streaming over the last couple of months. And so have masks. If you don't have a mask, get in touch with us. We'll be able to get our hands on some for you. All right? But everybody over age 2 is going to need to use that. Because of that, we want to tell you that for the time being especially, that we don't want to have any food items in the sanctuary. You can't eat it while you have a mask on. It also puts your hands close to your face. We don't want to be doing that. So please leave any food items at home. If you need to have something to drink, as long as it has a lid on it and you can drink it with a straw, that's fine. You can go ahead and bring that, but otherwise leave that at home. When you come to church, you're going to come right in the main entryway like you normally do and come in and find yourself a place to sit. We're not going to spend any time in fellowship and close conversation while we're in here. It's going to be come in, we're going to have the worship service, and then we're going to go out. If you want to spend some time talking with people outside, that's fine. You can do that before and after the service, but you're going to just come in and have a seat while you're here, all right? Some of the pews are going to be roped off. We want to keep some space between us, so some pews are not going to be accessible. Be gracious. Maybe the pew that you want to sit in, somebody else is sitting in. Maybe the one that you want to sit in, that you always sit in, is blocked off. Be gracious with us and allow us to try and keep everybody safe by blocking some of those pews off so we can keep distant from each other to maintain that space. Also notice, right now we have our nice red cushions on the pews. Those are not going to be there. All right, that's very important. As we sanitize the entire sanctuary before and after each service, one thing we realize right away is it's downright impossible to sanitize those cushions and have them be ready for the service that happens later. All right, we have a church that rents our facilities, and if we sanitize the cushions after we're done, those cushions are still wet when they come in later. So for the time being, we're going to remove the cushions and put them in the back room where nobody's going to be, and we'll sanitize the surfaces, disinfect them, but you may want to bring a cushion for your bottom. If it's a little bit too long for you to sit here in the sanctuary while the service is going on, bring something to sit on, a pillow, a cushion, a quilt, whatever it may be. bring it. But don't leave it here. We can't have any of those things left during the week, all right? So take whatever you bring in with you when you leave, okay? Another thing to be aware of is we normally have people that utilize our facilities, our restrooms during the service sometimes, before and after. Those are going to be locked up during our time of service. All right, let me say that again. Our restrooms are going to be kept locked. Again, because of the issues with sanitizing, it's almost impossible for us to be sanitizing, disinfecting the bathrooms on a continual basis. It takes about 10 minutes to do the bathroom properly to keep you safe. And so we're going to encourage you to do what you encourage kids to do before a long road trip, right? Go to the bathroom before you leave. All right? Last thing you do before you leave for church on Sunday morning, go to the bathroom so that you don't need to use that. We will have somebody with the key just in case we have an emergency. We don't want to have an issue, but let's minimize that as much as possible. All right? While you're here in the sanctuary, while you're here on the church grounds, we're going to ask that you don't have any physical contact with someone who doesn't live in your household. Again, no hugs, no handshakes, no high fives. Do that virtually. Do it from across the room. All right? We want to encourage you to be friendly. We want to encourage you to greet people that you haven't seen for a while, but no physical contact while you're here on the property. Okay? Again, we're doing what we can to keep you safe. We want to do everything that's possible to make sure that we keep the virus at bay, at least here on the church campus. And we want to encourage you to do what you feel you need to do, because a number of you may have some underlying health issues, and we understand that. We want to encourage you to feel safe. And so if feeling safe means you're not going to be coming to the church on Sunday mornings for the time being, we understand that. All right? Stay home. We'll be broadcasting on YouTube as we go through the next few weeks. And so no matter what, you'll have the services available to you. Come back when you feel the situation is safe enough for you to be back. All right? And we'll do what we can to keep everybody safe here on the church campus. All right? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And also, if you did not receive a letter from us at the church, let me know. Maybe your address fell through the cracks. Maybe simply the post office is delayed in sending it to you. But most everybody who's local should have received a letter this week. Maybe it's still coming at the beginning of next week. But know that we have been praying for this day. We're excited to announce to you that we will be coming back to the church campus, to the physical gathering in the building. It's coming soon, and I look forward to seeing everybody, to see your eyes anyway. I know we won't see your smiles right away, but a day is coming when things will be more or less back to normal. I hope that we can take this and learn from it. I hope that we can move forward and be ready to love one another better than ever before. Church, you are sent to bring Christ's love to your community, to your neighborhood, to your home, as we prepare to meet again together. Lord bless you. Church, you are sent.